here. Yeah. And now you will have the entire range of the body. But it was correct. Here and here, you see. Here is letter 25, and when it's the shoe point, large intestine. So all the shoe points means a connection point to another meridian. Easy, no? It is easy, but you can do it. All with children, and at first do that. The complete body knows how it is. Everybody, motor device, and so on, and so on. And correlation test here. And everybody, I think, does it. We apply the 77 only when we carry out the therapy, only via the honeycombs, or only via the honeycombs. Not you. You must tell me which are here. You can measure all the hormones, and which are the bad ones. Which is the worst hormone here. You see all the hormones: adrenaline, cortisol, dopamine, progesterone, DHEA, estrogen, adrenaline. What is worst? You can guess when you don't know it. What do you think?
DHEA.
It's the worst one, DHEA.
Yes.
DHEA is the best one. Besides, what's the best one? We have 3 very good hormones. And DHEA we prescribe every day. And this morning, I have forgotten. Every morning I take DHEA. You take it too, no? Sure. You take? Yes. Yes. All my participants, they swallow DHEA. And up from an age from 50, it is obligatory for men. For women, it depends. But what is the worst hormone? The worst one. Estrogen. Yes. Women, that's a problem. It is an endogenous carcinogen. You know that. Yeah. And what about acetylcholine? Quick answer. We must go forward. Told you. Why is acetylcholine so? Why did I put it in the ELH? Do you know? Memory. That is the beginning of Alzheimer. Then you have a second point. First point, what we call compass. Second point is acetylcholine. And third point, I will not tell you at this moment. Yeah. Yes. Like a criminal history now. At the end, you must have the solution. Not at the beginning. Yes. Yes, progesterone and so on. Only to repeat. Chromium, where do you need chromium? Pancreas. And we have 2 chromium in my test kit. 2 chromium. One, a very problematic one. That is chromium 6. And then you will get eczema here and so on and so on. Here and in the watch here. What kind of watch you have? I'm poor. Poor man. Poor man, yes. And yes, not metal one. Yes, that's best. Yes, when there is the metal, that's it, then it contains always chromium 6. Chromium 6, and what is the next problem? Yes, there is a shortcut of all the meridians with the metal band. You understand? Shortcut. No metal band bracelet, no metal. Not my old participants. Why is bulbous olfactorius? That here, why is it included? Yes, for acute environmental toxin. Search of acupuncture point. Practical demonstration. We will not do that at the moment. Yes. And now, here, I didn't know. Now we start the test, the entire test, with collecting ampoules. Always. Not with basic, but with collecting ampoules, and then here at first the organ preparation. But here, and why I tell you, here, because these are the collecting. Everybody knows, at least in 2 minutes you have determined where the main problem is located, And then the main problem, you put in the honeycomb 5, and when you think, for example, the joints, you put this, the entire ampule you put in the honeycomb 5, and then, but inactive, not active, not with the tip. And then you go on, and when you think, oh, there's Helicobacter, I carry out a correlation test. When there's nothing, you go on. And so, or when there is Borrelia, or is there correlation to the joints, it is time saving, and so on. It has always only therapy with honeycombs, and here correlation test, yes. And then everybody knows it. Otherwise, I will demonstrate it. You put all the metals, the tested metals, here in the honeycomb 1, and then you go through the cerebral areas, like hypothalamus, hypophysis, and so on and so on. And then you will find that there is rarely a correlation between heavy metals and the brain area. And everybody writes in his book, it is not good to have heavy metals in your body, but scarcely they affect the brain areas. You can test it. It's here. Amalgam, and then you go through, and then you will find no. And then here, have the viruses all together, honeycomb 2, have the correlation to the brain areas, and so on and so on. Yes. Then dioxin, all the environment. It is never necessary to test them as a single substance. No. Because when God created here our nature, there was not Bayer-Leverkusen, there was not all the chemical plants. They didn't exist at that time. So he couldn't consider it. So, and now you can put it together because the brain cannot differentiate between pentachlorophenol and so on, and dioxin and so on. You know, no? And here, yes, we go on. But really, now you have the chance, and that I can demonstrate it once more. These are the fundamental mistakes. And when you leave that room here in 2 days, everybody must know his problems, and he must ask the problems. Here, all this, because I know the problem, therefore I did it here in this expanded way. Yes, and now I told them yesterday here that we can determine the efficiency of every drug, and then very good is now from 30 to 45. We have increased the number 45. It is better, and I think I have to demonstrate this, or everybody does it every day. Yes?
No.
No. Then I will show you. Here, now, again, we must test. Oh, yes. When your head is burning now, I don't think so, because most parts were well known for you, but the other ones, that may be another way. Energy intensity. That is our central point this morning. But at first, excuse me, Mr. Shen, that I wanted to demonstrate what you like. And you can have a drink or go to the toilet, because for you it is, I think, very boring. Or better, you are my assistant.
But this time you have best assistant. So I watch it.
Yes, yes. Ist angeschaltet. Mach ganz zack, zack. How shall we start? Because we have a little break, a little break to demonstrate it. And then, but you must, you must tell me, how shall I begin? What? No, I don't know. I know all the things. I know you. No, but what do you like? Wow. Here, our American.
I'm just a beginner, so I guess I would love to see.
Yeah, then find another beginner. 2 persons we need. Or not only for 1 person. Yeah. What shall I demonstrate?
When the patient comes in with allergy situation, then where do you start? Where do you begin? I mean, do you do a quick run?
Yes, that is in your seminars, and in Mr. Dennis, to show how to begin, and a more difficult issue, because you will learn it with Dennis. Oh, surely. Yeah.
他今天就说，因为你问的很好，就是说这个事情，一开始怎么做，这个是电子可以教的。那现在就是说，我们主要问他说，比较高阶的、比较深的，对不起，这个年还没有拿过包了。那也就是说，比较高阶的，在实际上操作有什么困难？比如说要找出它的这个中途在哪里，它可以帮你，它可以做给你看，一个 demo 给你看，或者说你想要找说你要是黄体素怎么测，或者说怎么样，就是比较你在实际上碰到一些比较困难的，因为这个大师级的拉动太多了，那你就是要挑出你平常在 在看完这一部分提出来，希望他真的很不容易，大概这次会好好去把握这个机会。Suggest because the summer doctor have no much experience, so they want to see if I'm a patient. I say, I have something problem. I don't know how.
What is that? Yes, but it is a basic seminar of Dennis and Shirley. I do that.
Just short time. Yes. Show us.
Yes.
They know.
Then for the new people here, I will show you how we start in our practice. And you are a new patient. And for the other ones who know my seminars, it is a repetition. It is a repetition, and a repetition is always good. And it is, but during I measure, ask me. You know, I have developed all these new things because I always ask why. Why? And there is no mystic thinking, but why? We are on a scientific basis. Scientific. And we are not opponent to the conventional medicine, but we go beyond the conventional medicine to detect the blind spots. And who is the victim?
血压想来测试，哪一位想？那
I mean the patient as a patient.
Yeah.
you are victim, okay? So just quickly show us because some of them, I know you are the master and you are very good.
Oh.
So 因为不好意思，因为他这个程式他设计太厉害了，他做这个叫他做这个 case 好，小 case 好，他说我们没关系，我们就抓住这个机会，这次好好把它学好 ，OK？
We start.
Yeah.
And we can prove it. For example, I don't remember exactly whether it was here in Taiwan. I have a little diabetes computer with me, a little, for $20 or so. And then I determine the glucose of the blood with Mora at first, on 90%. And then I do it with a computer. And when they are similar, the measurements, and then it's a proof. And when you do it 10 times, you don't need a university or like that. It is proven that here Mora is, oh yes, and then another point. How does who is the general doctor here in medicine? General doctor for all of you. What kind of doctor you are? What is your specialty?
Nephrologist. 哪一科的医生 ？Nephrologist.
Aha, yes, and then how do they determine allergies in the conventional medicine? What is the point? How? In the blood, or here with the test, RAST, R-A-S-T, it is, in the blood. How do you call it in the conventional medicine? IgE. Yes, everybody knows, I think. And then there's another. There isn't. Yes, and we call it IgG. IgG, and this one is not so acknowledged. And now we have another one, and I will tell you that is a proof that the Mora machine works. That is IgG4. Schreibst du mal IG, Kleinschrift G und dann GE4.
Warte mal, IG?
Na, einmal IG, I, klein, großes I und klein G E und ein großes E. You see, that is conventional medicine. And then here, and here, IG,
Nochmal, I,
dasselbe wie hier.
Also.
And jetzt G, großes G, G4.
Großer, klein sogar.
Yeah. And that is the new one. But it is not acknowledged by every doctor. Did you carry out an IgG4 test?
No.
And what test do you do for allergies? Only here with the skin
I
test?
think for blood test you can test for chronic allergy and acute allergy, right? By doing the IgG, IgE test.
Yes, but the IgG is not reliable, and I will tell you. But I only want to know what is your level here, or in Taiwan the level. IgE, I think it is everywhere on the world, no? Everywhere. IgG and IgG4 is the best test, the most reliable test for foodstuff. And that is, you can determine in the blood, but only special laboratories can do that. But with Mora, you can do it, that I have developed. And now, when IgG4 is similar or is equal to Mora test, then it is the evidence that Mora really works. And that was my finding, my new finding, and only with some ampules, and we will do that the next spray, and how easy it is to carry out these tests. It is very easy. And quite another question. We will fill the time. When the woman comes to you, and she is suffering from breast cancer, or there was a surgery, breast cancer, and what hormone do you test first? First you test progesterone, that's clear. And I never found a woman which had not a deficiency of breast, with breast cancer. Never. And I have too many cancer patients, too many. And I never found, always linked with a deficiency of progesterone. But which other hormone is linked with breast cancer? Do you know it? Then, yes. And they don't regard it in the conventional medicine. Why? They don't regard progesterone. How do you determine progesterone? No, don't say that. How do you determine progesterone?
Draw some blood for test.
What?
Draw some blood and send for lab for test. Blood test.
Yeah, you cannot do that. You cannot do it. Therefore, nobody does, because it is not reliable when you carry out a blood test. Carry out progesterone, you cannot determine in the blood in a reliable way. You can find a tendency. No, you know it? In saliva. And saliva, and nobody does it. Saliva, did you ever determine a hormone in the saliva? Because there is an active form. That's only to fill here. And then, last question, what was with the breast cancer? Which hormone? $1.